Like, I want to be old at Target and like steal shit and be like, oh, I'm old. It was an accident, you know?
You want to get old so that you can go to jail?
No, because I'll be like, oh, I'm old. Like, it was obviously an accident.
Let's suppose that you were able every night to dream any dream you wanted to dream. And you would naturally, as you began on this adventure of dreams, you would fulfill all your wishes.
You can see who you are.
Yoga is one of the oldest forms of healing therapy.
The important thing is that you go at your own pace.
Jamie, I am actually so excited to talk to you about this because I think this is something that you and I have chatted about a few times.
Yes.
Because I think being in the wellness industry, it's a conversation for sure. And I live in California, as most of you guys know, and this is happening like all the time. And it's like, there's always something new. And it is optimization culture.
Biohacking. What does that mean, Cecily?
Oh, like the definition?
Yeah, like what is it?
Biohacking, I think pretty much... That was not the part I researched.
Just like a general, what if somebody doesn't know, you know?
Totally.
Italians don't freaking know.
Biohacking and like the optimization culture is really about sort of trying to like reverse your physical age. So like I'm 33, but when you try to biohack, you're trying to like trick your body into like thinking that it's younger and you're trying to like optimize the way that your muscles move, optimize the way that your organs are functioning, like really trying to step back into like youth.
Now that's some tea.
Like, it's some tea, babe, because I do understand people being interested in this and wanting to like, if they're going to put time and effort into their health, like to put in effort. But at the same time, personally, I have a quick cue for you, Jamie. Do you want to live forever?
Oh my God, I think about this a lot, actually. When I was little, I was like pretty sure that I was going to live like a really long time to prove to people that God was real. Because in the Bible, they would live like 800 years or whatever. And so when I was little, I was like, well, obviously I am chosen. This is so weird.
Little Jamie's like, hey, here I am.
I had enough dreams about
get enough of me.
flying. I was like, I gotta be an angel or something. Like, come on.
You were an angel to me.
Sky, thank you. Sky Daddy chose me. So since then I've evolved a little bit past that thought. I don't know. Okay, I think that our souls are eternal. So in an essence, I do think that I will live forever. But this body, at this time, I'm already exhausted. It's crazy.
And how old are you, Jamie? We haven't said it out loud on the pod.
I'm forever young. I'm 32. Yeah, 32.
32. You just had a birthday, so she's a fresh 32.
Okay.
Ripe for the plucking. You can ask me the same question. No, I don't want to live forever. Boom. Don't think about it often. Don't care. Not that interested in living forever, because I do believe that we have an afterlife. I do believe that our spirits do live on exactly as you're saying. And I just like can't. To me, the part of the universe is that there must be death to have life.
Yes.
I personally don't want kids, which is totally fine, but I also understand that I have to die so that kids can come into the world.
Oh,
so like people that are really wanting
kids.
New spirit babies, it's their turn. Like I'll be able to come back too, you know what I mean? And so I just don't understand the full need to want to live forever.
But
it's kind of interesting. I don't know if like I'm allowed to say,
do you want to feel young forever? Like in your lifetime that you've been granted, do you want to feel as much energy until your final days? Like, do you want to optimize?
That's a really great question. That's a really great question. I actually have literally never thought about it like that. I would say like, yeah, I don't want to be like creaking around.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be like 32 forever. I think like it's a blessing to get older. People forget that. We're
especially
like, oh my gosh,
in
we have
America.
to stay young forever. Especially and yeah, anywhere. It's like it's a blessing.
I can't wait to be a crone. Like, think about it. You're like, in Ayurveda, it's the Vata time of your life. So it's the ether, the air. So you're super wise, but also I want to take advantage of it. Like, I want to be old at Target and like steal shit and be like, oh, I'm old. It was an accident, you know?
You want to get old so that you can go to jail.
No, because I'll be like, oh, I'm old. Like, it was obviously an accident.
I bet you'll have those really thick glasses, and you're like,
you should see the nanas and nonas in Italy. Speaking of big glasses, there's this one stylish guy. My husband and I are obsessed with him. He has this little tiny dog, and he always wears these like crazy color pants, and he has matching huge frame glasses for like every outfit. He is styling. He has like a ponytail. He's got to be in his like 70s. Like, you can be timeless. You know what I mean? Like, you can be old, but you can be timeless. I want that. Like, I want to like be with it.
Agreed. I think you like give less fucks the older you get. So like you wear the clothes you want to wear, you do the things you want to do, you fucking steal from fucking Target. Like you're just living your best life. And so I can understand, but I think that what's behind the optimization culture, tell me I'm wrong, is fear.
Yes.
Like, I think people are fearing death. I think people are fear of getting older. They're connecting it with something negative. And so I think that's where it like comes from. And this is leading us into our big old topic, right?
Yes.
Because most of you possibly have heard of Brian Johnson.
Hot topic, buzzword.
Boop, boop, boop. Because I heard about him on the Kardashians. Okay, because I don't really I try really hard not to doom scroll. So like, I'm not like into the fucking, I don't know anything. I'm not very educated in the world of anything unless someone sends it to me. Because I'm too busy watching the Kardashians.
Yeah,
like I'm classy.
like a true source of information in world news. The Kardashians.
Yes.
Right after the Housewives.
Thank you.
God. Culture.
Okay, listen, I gotta do what I gotta do. Yeah, exactly. So that's my own doom scrolling, right? It's just doom sitting. But couch rotting, like we talked about.
Yes.
So Brian Johnson has become quite popular or well known because he is spending $2 million annually in this biohacking optimization. He wants to stay young forever. He wants to like reverse aging. He just wants to kind of like be as young as he possibly can. I think I read, could be wrong, but I think I read that he was like transfusing his son's blood like into him to keep like youthful blood, to get all of those like all the goodness.
Oh my God,
so
he's so like vampire-y. Like,
it's so vampire-y.
Take
I fully
advantage of
believe
your
it.
kids.
Don't know if I'm spreading gossip.
First of all, like selfish, you like birthed a child when it's chaos on this earth. But unpopular opinion. I want kids, chaos. So I don't know. I'm just talking shit.
But I think like the thing is he spends so much of every day
worried,
putting in effort to, not even worrying, but yes, worrying, but also like putting in effort to stay young. And it's like, dude, you're like wasting your day. You could go and he like is terrified of the sun. He never wants to go out in the sun. I understand that, but also the sun is like
so healing.
The best thing for your skin in the morning. It's so healing. Sun energy is like chef's kiss. So he's like, doesn't stay out of the sun. He's pale. He's like, whatever. But he's just like, and he takes like hundreds of vitamins a day. And he's just like, doing all of these things. He like does this like quick regimen where he has to like be running on the machine and he's like hooked up to all these machines all the time. And it's like, you've lost the plot. You've lost the plot a little bit. So he's like the extreme version, but I just wanted to bring him up, Jamie, because
I mean, I honestly have compassion because like to be so afraid that you're constantly monitoring, and we've all, I'm sure it's also so relatable, especially for yogis, because let's be honest, like I know I got into yoga partially for vanity reasons too. Like you see, some of these people are so freaking youthful and vibrant, and then later you kind of figure out part of the are honestly the biggest reason that some of these people are so vibrant in their 50s, 60s, 70s is because they're connected to their light and their soul and they're radiant, you know, and it comes through. But imagining the amount of like, okay, stress hormone and cortisol production that's happening when you are constantly like monitoring your sleep, you're checking it every single morning. Like I used to, Bank of America used to text me every morning with my account information.
So that's just me.
Yes.
It's like you have 17 cents.
Oh, right. Well, and I thought I was being responsible because I was like, well, if somebody hacked my information, then I would know right away because my balance would be like, I would notice the balance. But instead, I started every morning feeling like I don't have enough. And I think that's part of the same concept of like, if you're checking your sleep every morning and you're like, blah, 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 which, okay, sometimes it's good to go in phases. But
wait, okay, so we're getting into that, right? Yeah.
What are some of the ways people optimize or like biohack?
Well, exactly as you said, I think the number one thing that people are tracking, because they have the little the watch now, right? So they have the watch. So like the first thing that comes to mind for me is because it
sounds interesting. So I would want to know for a period of time, but then I'd have to take that thing off.
Sure. Yeah. I had the Apple Watch for a hot minute because I was like really into tracking my calories. This was like whatever, how many years ago. And then I was I'm like obsessed and it makes me feel shitty, and I took it off and I was like, I don't need it.
That's that.
But okay, so sleep is the number one thing for optimization, sleep. What do you think about sleep optimization? What are your thoughts about it? Because I have so many thoughts about it.
Okay, well, I'll be brief because I'm really curious what you think about it. I think there's so many ways to sleep. I love to sleep. I'm a big sleeper. I need a 15-minute nap. I'm also like neurodivergent. So like I am constantly taking in so much stimulation that my brain just like, and so if I just close my eyes, it's like a reset. But honestly, like since moving to Italy and like not having to work all the time, I'm like a 10-hour bitch. Like I sleep, I go to bed kind of late and I sleep in, and I used to be always a morning person, but you're a morning person. I am a morning person. I just haven't been. And it also feels so good to be productive. Like, or I'll sleep for 4 hours, wake up in the middle of the night, like do some writing, some kundalini, sadhana, and then go back to bed. Like there's so many ways to sleep and there's so many phases. I can't imagine gauging my quality of life based on the seasons of the ways to sleep. Does that make sense?
Yes, but I also think, because isn't there multiple types of sleep? Like there's your REM cycle, there's like the deep sleep, there's like the not deep sleep, which is okay. Yeah,
REM.
Isn't it interesting that like I don't know these things and yet like I'm still alive, it's fine. Like I don't have to know. I think if people are really, this is the thing about optimization. If you're struggling, like if something's not going right in your system, if something's like a massive challenge for you, or you're trying to like if you've gotten like a disease or something like that, where it's like now you're really wanting to like figure a few puzzle pieces out.
Yes, totally.
I do not recommend, or really personally, like I'm not interested in tracking it in a pretty healthy person, because I think it becomes obsessive, and you can look at your little watch thing and you're like, I only got a sleep score of 55, and then you're like, my day is ruined. And it's like,
you're starting with
what
a loss.
are you talking about? Right, you're starting exactly like with your bank account. It's like you're noticing and you're like, instead of like waking up and seeing like gratitude, wow, I feel really good, or like checking in with your body, you're asking for technology to tell you how you should be feeling. And I think that's like a disconnect.
That is a really good point. You're letting this technology is monitoring what you intuitively already know, but it's like you're checking outside of you.
Right. So it's like, instead of like going about your day and being like, I am feeling a little bit snoozy today, I should take a nap because I'm honoring how I feel. You're like, well, my sleep score is this, and so I need to make sure that I'm doing this, and then And it's like, some people might argue, well, it's going to tell me that I should take a nap. And it's like, but I just can't get over the disconnect, I think. And to be fair, I also am such a conspiracy theorist where I'm also just like, what if it's wrong? Like, what if it's like what if it's not taking everything into account about you and it's giving you some general ass like analysis, or it's giving the analysis that like they want to give you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, you don't need all of that. You don't need all of that. It's fine. Sleep, I believe, is highly important, but sleep when it's dark, wake when it's light. Like, it's not that hard.
Take a nap.
I'm really curious about people that love optimization culture or love tracking their sleep and what they have to say, because I'm sure there's good rebuttals and I'd love to hear it. Okay, the next one.
Wait.
Is
one time I tracked my sleep for a 7-day trial, and it was like a snore tracker to see if you snore. And so if it picked up audio, it would start recording. So I had all these sound blips when I woke up in the morning, and I sing in my sleep.
Stop, that is so
creepy.
Cute.
Yeah.
That's very
Just
cute.
like, oh.
Wait, wasn't I with you in Costa Rica and I told you that you sing? Weren't we like, because I was like, you definitely don't snore, because I like sleep next to Jamie in Costa Rica, like when we go on our retreats and stuff. And I think you were like, ah. And I was like, I totally forgot about that until just this second.
Me too.
That's really cute. You're
and
just
I'm
a little
wearing
angel.
my Costa Rica shirt. Can you believe?
Oh, she's an angel on earth.
But everybody do that because
yeah,
it's
so
interesting.
sleep tracking.
But then it's kind of creepy because I'm like, okay, I just gave this like app permission to record. Like now it's saved in its database. I don't know. I have mixed thoughts. Okay, so tell me what's like the other kind of common way to biohack or optimize.
Well, steps is a big one, which, to be fair, I don't track my steps personally. I just don't track anything, but I do sort of appreciate this one because I feel like we live in like a little bit more of like a slouchy culture,
a car culture,
and so it does encourage people to like get up and go. So I'm like sort of okay with that one. My parents are really into it actually, and they like travel a lot. Like they're in Spain right now, and they're like, my mum will, every time I talk to her, she tells me how many steps she's done. It's quite cute. And so she's like, oh my gosh, we have to like she'll take her dog on like a longer walk if she doesn't feel like she's reached her steps. So I can appreciate that one. I don't think that one's as intense.
Yeah.
Because it's sort of like,
walking's good. I don't think anyone can like disagree that like walking is great.
Totally. But it's not also like feeding you additional information. It's just saying like, hey, this is exactly like what you've done. I don't know. It feels different than the sleep one to me.
Yeah.
I can't explain it. So yeah, it's a little bit interesting. Optimization culture. The other one is like, I think that's it for the ones that I know. Have we done any others?
I just realized I forgot to turn my fan off. 1 second.
Oh no, she's out.
Rocky, don't kill me. Also, I realized that you cannot see me at all. Hold on, I can fix it.
Oh, tracking. I know it's just the top of your head, but I've decided that I love the top of your head.
You.
No, the other thing with optimizational culture,
now you can see it, my skin.
is like tracking your micros and your macros and your food and your calories and like really harnessing in on that.
What do you think about that?
What do you feel about tracking food?
I asked you first. Do you count calories anymore?
No, I do not. I try to like be mindful about what okay, so I'm vegetarian, so that's also like a little bit easier because I feel like my food is like slightly more limited, but also like not really. I mean, I eat so much cheese. Yum. But I just try to be like mindful with it. I think like if you're trying to reach a goal, like people that are like trying to bodybuild, right? Yeah. They're trying to reach a very specific part of their life. So I understand tracking with this like very certain goal in mind, but also that is not functional forever. So it's like, okay, you're tracking to reach this goal. You do the competition, you go back to, back to your phase. So that I can understand. But I think that when you track things, you put yourself in this box and you stop being able to enjoy life. Like when I was counting my calories, I would be so hesitant to like go hang out with a friend, go do these things because I would be like, well, I can't really like eat this food and I can't go have dinner with you because I have to be eating this like, this like roasted vegetable mix and that's like what I have to eat today. Like it gets really regimented and it starts to become you start to like lose the flair of life.
Yes.
And so that's where I just want people to be mindful. If they have certain goals in mind, I understand the tracking. If you're trying to track it because you're trying to understand your health better, I get it. But life is so meant to be lived. And if you're just tracking it to try to live a half life longer, what's the
Yes.
why?
Well, and
can we reevaluate
it's
that?
kind of science too. You were just telling me, I'd love it if you would go more into this, but like the survey of people that were living like into their hundreds and their lifestyle, like what were some of the things that they were doing besides just enjoying life? Like I'm out here in Italy and you see these people that are like so old, smiling, laughing, having a cigarette, like there is medicine in getting and not caring, you know, like just living your life, like they're having wine, they're having Aperol Spritz, and yet
at like 4 PM. Yeah.
Oh yeah, 2 PM.
Okay, so
like literally there's a breakfast, like I've seen so many people drinking it like in the morning, like, and they're so much happier than I've ever been, like shit.
Okay, so I know that you know about blue zones. Maybe people that are listening haven't heard of blue zones, but blue zones is like pockets of the world where people are living past 100.
Yeah, okay.
Centurions.
Centaurs.
And it's amazing. It's not just Centaurians. It's not just, in Japan or, you know, in cultures that you feel like are like what are off the top of your head quite healthy.
Yeah.
They're all over the world. They're in Peru, they're in Italy, they're in Spain, like they're everywhere. So they're called blue zones. And it's where these people have gone and done studies. And how can they live past 100? How are they doing this? They must be like following all of these optimization cultures. And they're not. And I actually have a list of a few things that they do. And I'm curious, Jamie, which ones you do, and also listeners, which ones you do, which ones you agree with, which ones you're like, no way. And the hard thing is too, like we're all so different. So we have different passions, we have different things that we enjoy. So this is all very gray area. I just want to say these facts, I don't believe are gray area, but the things that we enjoy and the things that we want to participate in, gray area, right? Is everything good?
This is fucking fly and I can't get it anyways. I'm quitting. Yeah, he keeps flying through the screen.
He is helping us.
Yeah, anyways. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. He's still right there like mocking me.
What's his name?
Fucker.
Okay, so this one, the people, and this is people that this is a study from 112 to 116.
That's
so the people that have
old.
lived the entire.
They've seen some shit.
2 wars.
Oh my God, yeah.
You know, probably more wars. You know, there's a lot of wars, but 2
we're in the
world
cyber
wars.
war now. World War III, baby.
We're all over the place. Okay, so list is walked everywhere.
Thank God I don't have a car
Do you
in
walk
Italy.
everywhere, JB?
I do because I can't use my license in Italy. And just today,
funny.
I went to go take a bus, but it's Sunday, and I like waited for 30 minutes, and then I waited another 15 minutes because the buses are late, and then I realized that this particular bus doesn't go on Sundays because the Italians aren't you supposed to be in church? So
what are you doing?
I went back home.
That's cute. So you just like had a little wait, and then you said, "I'm out of here."
Yeah, I actually thought, but it's okay.
So walking every day, like to the blue zone thing, it's like 9,000 to 12,000 steps is what they've rated. So they're not saying you have to walk 10,000 steps a day, otherwise you will never make it. They're like, look, get your movement in. Mm-hmm. And the other thing, not only is walking everywhere, but it's also move all the time. So
should we have a dance break?
In this yeah.
Okay, I actually feel that felt good.
Your dancing is crazy.
Was I dancing? I'm actually a good dancer, I swear to God.
No, you're very sensual. I like it. I'm a bad dancer. The only move I have is like my hair whip, and then my neck is always really sore. So this one is interesting for me because I don't like walking. I don't like walking. I despise it quite a lot. And people are like, want to go for a walk? And I'm like, no.
No, I don't.
I really
never
don't.
ask again.
So I probably won't live into 100, which is fine. I'm okay with that. Because
Not
if I have to
true.
walk-
There's like, I don't remember the amount of miles or whatever, but we be moving up and down that yoga mat. You actually get a lot of steps.
That's true. I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. And also, to be fair, I probably do 10,000 steps in my house because I'll sit down and then I get up and walk over here, sit down, get up and walk over here. Like I'm actually constantly moving when I'm in my house. My downstairs neighbor probably hates me. She's like, oh, she's just clip-clopping all over. So walking everywhere is really important. There was another one that was like connected to that where it was, yeah, we'll get to that. I'm going to go down the list in order.
Okay.
So then work with their hands. So they worked with it was the next one on the list that I was looking for. They worked with their hands, like gardening, farming, carpentry, repair work. They are actively
Guitar.
thinking. They're actively, like problem solving. Yeah, guitar. Just like being active. They're not just like, and I'm a big couch artist, so this is like pointed at me, but like not just sitting there.
Whatever.
They're actively doing things, working with clay. Yeah, it's just amazing. Sewing, all the things, knitting, so it could be, yes, active, but it's also like working their brain, making something, being a part of something.
Yeah.
Love that. They didn't sit for too long. Like here, we do our 45-minute workout and then we're like, go to work and we're at a desk, or we do our 45-minute workout and then we go home and we rest, which is fine. Like I get it. But these people are moving for 14 hours a day. They're going over here, they're going fishing. Now they're going here and they're gardening. Now they're over here because they walk to go visit their family and have lunch together. And then they walk back to their house. So it's just like there is this constant movement. Their heart, their cardiovascular health is really, really good. Their blood is circulating. We love it. So that's nice. I feel like that's part of the Italian culture.
Oh,
right?
for sure. What if you and your husband can do Pokemon Go? I just saw like the cutest. I mean, my husband were sitting at the park yesterday and then we saw this like dad and his son and they were both like staring at their phones and like walking around, and at first I judged them because I was like, what? You guys are in nature. And then I realized they were playing Pokemon Go together and I was like, that's actually so cute. But at least, you're kind of moving.
It's very cute.
You and Rai Guy are just like,
yeah, it's really cute.
boop, boop.
I just couldn't be outside like staring at my phone. I think that would give me the ick personally. I just would I would feel bad. I'd feel like I've like messed it up, but I do appreciate that. Ryan's a good walker. My husband loves a hike. If he asks me, we do these things because we're learning Spanish. So we go on Spanish walks and we try to talk to each other in Spanish. So that's quite cute. And it's very, if you measured, so we call it the quick block, which is just like along the street and back to the house. And then we call it the small block, which is just around, I wouldn't even say around our neighborhood, it's like around some houses. And then we call it the long block. And I think it's probably like not even half a mile. It's very quick. That's a big one.
Quick. I love walking. It's okay. We can differ on like one thing, even though we're besties. But I love walking. I hate running.
I appreciate. Oh yeah. Nah.
But it's fine because I have a lady told me I don't have to run. She was like, your constitution you should not do running. And I was like, thank God.
Thank you.
I knew it.
Thank you,
These
ma'am.
joints.
Running's too intense for me. But also, is that somehow the way people meditate? Are they like obsessed with running and they like feel like that's at their calmest? Then good, they should be doing it. That's the thing. It's
it's possible. One time I ran 10 miles and I came home and I one of my toenails cut into my other toe. I had 2 fucking blisters, bloody feet, and I had the runner's high for the first time and maybe the only time, and I didn't feel any of it. I was just my music, running. So I can conceptualize that people like running, but I think that was the peak of my career, and that's it. And I'll never
Your peak was the bloody foot. But you didn't feel.
Yeah, it was crazy. I took my shoes off and I was like, what the hell? And then I was sore for 5 days and gave up.
Can I rudely say that I would actually love to see you run? You'd be a really
It's
cute
so
runner.
awkward. No.
I feel
it's
like
so
your
awkward.
arms would swing a lot.
Oh, they swing a lot, and also I'm curvy, so it's ow, ow, ow for the first mile, and then I numb out, and then And it's just so awkward. I know I'm awkward.
No, it's
or I'll
adorable.
like listen to music and then I like kind of want to dance a little bit.
Yeah,
It's just,
that's what I enjoy. I do appreciate when you get out for a walk. Okay, I say I hate walking. When I am walking, I enjoy it. I do not strive to be a walker because like I love nature. I do love being out in nature. I love appreciating the colors, love listening to some music. It's a vibe for sure. Do I encourage walking? Do as I suggest, not as I do, but I really like do what my parents do. Fucking just go for a walk. Walk your dog, smile a lot.
True.
So
Shout
walking
out,
everywhere,
Trixie.
work with your hands, don't sit too long, up and down, go visit friends, do these things. They stop eating before they feel full. So instead of gouging themselves, that's
did
a
you
big
know you
one.
get a burp?
What do you mean?
This blew my mind in Ayurveda school. Okay, so when your stomach is like 3/4 full, so you have a little air, you have a little liquid, you have a little of the food, you get a tiny burp when you're supposed to stop eating. You're at the perfect amount and now you're gonna notice it. But it takes like basically 15 minutes till your brain and your tummy like correlate. So most of us overeat and don't know that we get the burp. So you gotta listen for the burp to know. But every time I've ever gotten the burp, I like keep eating because I'm like, yum, yum, yum.
Wait, I want you to myth bust this really quickly because this just made me really excited. The burp, I'm so excited to like get on that. But the other myth that I've heard is, well, I'll just drink 2 glasses of water before I eat my meal.
No.
But in Ayurveda, don't they say you're not supposed to drink liquids with your meal because it crushes your digestive fire? So Jamie, myth bust it.
Okay, so it's okay to naturally optimize what your body's natural functions are. So if you are aware of how your tummy and your stomach and the acids work, then we're going to stay away from chugging water before we eat our meal. And so technically that is optimizing what's already naturally available versus kind of obsessing and what Cecily is saying, what people are saying is that you drink a bunch of water before to make yourself feel full. But if we actually know how our organs work, then that is not optimizing, but it is following this sort of body dysmorphic skinny culture of like, I want to feel full because like, here's the thing, we all know them. There's the kind of person that can eat whatever they want. Like all of the time they're eating, usually freaking boys, right? Like that is someone that has a lot of Agni or digestive fire. Their digestion is working awesome. And I bet you that those people have a regular like athletic thing that they do, like something that where they are burning energy and using their body. So then therefore their body wants and craves more and more food.
Yeah.
That, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that is a healthy way to optimize your energy versus I am afraid I'm going to be fat. So therefore I'm going to chug water before I eat. Not the right way to do it.
It's just so hard.
What do you
we
think?
get taught all these gnarly things, and we get taught like what's pretty and what's like important, and we just lose so much along the way. And I'm afraid that optimization culture is just going to disconnect us so much more. Instead of listening to our bellies and not being afraid to feel full, like we're just so terrified of ingesting too much. Like I just feel like we're trying to trick the system and then we're losing the natural systems within our body. And that just is a bummer.
Yes.
It's like, move your body. It's so simple. Move it in a way that feels good. Maybe that's Tai Chi. Maybe that's yoga. Maybe that's walking. Maybe that's running. Maybe it's this. Don't sit for too long. Like if you literally think of like a stagnant pond, it's starting to get really murky. It starts to get like really like nasty. It starts to get like muddy and murky. Like I've already said murky, but if you think of a stagnant pond, it starts to get murky and slimy and it needs the flow. You look at
literally
nature.
your lymph system.
Exactly, like nature teaches us how to behave.
Heartbeat. Yeah, like you know, your heart pumps blood, but your lymph system, which is like your filtration that gets rid of like stuff that you don't need, doesn't have a pump. You have to move in order to detox.
Absolutely. Yes. Okay. Amazing. There's just so much to it. There's so much to it. Okay. Okay, so the natural fast. This is really interesting because fasting is a really big fad right now. And so people are trying to fast like throughout the day, which there is places where I believe fasting is quite good, but in general, we should be fasting at night. Duh. You know what I mean? So like
I did not do that last night. I had popcorn and ice cream.
We love. Sometimes a little midnight snacky. We're just doing what we can. But so the breakfast and lunch are supposed to be our bigger meals. Dinner is supposed to be our smallest meal. That's what it says here as well. So if you're eating your smallest meal at dinner, because you're about to sort of go to bed, sort of start winding down, not move as much, right? So you want your belly to be as light as it can before you like lay down. And then you've already eaten a smaller meal, then you sleep for 8 hours, and then you wake up slowly, you start your day, and then you have a light breakfast once you've already gotten your body moving. So now the pump is back happening, your body is pumping, your muscles are working, your organs are working, and then you have a nice breakfast and your digestive fire is already going. So you've fasted for,
Do you know why? Like, do you know why it's better to not be full before you go to bed?
Well, I just believe that your body is not going to digest it as well. So it's just going to kind of sit there. Like if you're moving around, you're burning the calories and you're like using that energy as fuel, right? So it's like,
right.
Is there more?
Well, and no, totally. And like, if you have a bunch of food that your body needs to digest, then it's going to use the energy at night instead of detoxing and cleaning your brain. It's using its energy to just move food.
Oh, that's a really good point to say out loud, Jamie. That's a really good point. You get an applause for that.
Thank you.
Because you're right. When we're in our sleeping phase, we are literally, our body is like fully cleansed. Yeah, it's got work to do. It's got all
its organs got a little clock. Healing.
I love that. That's so true, babe. Yeah, your brain needs to like rest. Your brain needs to like, that's the thing. In yoga, Shavasana, the hardest pose, it's where you're lying down, literally called corpse pose, because that is where your muscles get stronger. That's where your body starts to heal. That's where like the magic happens. And it's the same thing. At night, where you need to optimize sleep. Optimized. Are you guys seeing the air quotes? But it's not even optimized. It's just like, you actually do. You need to like, I just didn't want to use that word. At night, you need to focus on and prioritize sleep because that is where the magic happens. So that's a really good point, Jamie. I like that a lot.
And you get to dream. Like how psychedelic is being a human that like every night we like create these realities. I don't know if it's just me, but I have like movies, like whole like epic adventures. Sometimes I wake up and I'm like, I don't even feel rested because I just was having a major like exploring the, in the cosmos, the galaxy. Yeah.
We don't have to get into this right now, but I did astral plane, I believe, the other day, which was insane in my dream.
I think we should get into it right now.
No, we are talking about optimization culture. We've already been talking for 42 minutes.
Oh, okay. Optimize this episode. Okay, keep us on track.
Okay. Beans daily. Do you remember the song in elementary school?
Beans, the musical fruit. The more you eat, the more you do.
I just think of that every time I think of beans because it's just cute. But yes, beans, garbanzo beans, which is chickpeas, black beans, pinto beans, all the beans. They say,
do you know
eat some motherfucking beans.
This is another trick question. If you don't know, I'll tell you.
It's the highest longevity correlation of any food.
Well, beans suck. And all the fiber, if there's stuff in your body that is not working for you, it will attach into the bean and then go right through you.
Oh my God, we love a bean. So they're like the magnets of the toxins.
Yep. Keep it all moving.
Fantastic.
Fiber.
And I do love a bean. Beans are quite and they're so easy to add. You can add it to rice. You can add it to like the side of the chicken. You can add it to the salad. Just eat a
I
spoonful
need
of
you
beans.
to import Rosarito's refried beans to Italy. Please, Costco
will.
pack.
Ooh, I'll send it with your sweatshirt.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Because we have sweatshirts coming.
You guys, they're pretty fucking cute. So beans.
Merch.
Beans are really important. And that's quite funny because I don't think that beans are quite a popular one. And if you're a vegetarian, like both of us, they're a great source of protein as well.
Yeah.
So beans are fantastic. Beans are awesome. Eat more beans.
Eat more beans.
The other thing is, guess what? Fermented foods.
But not too many because you can ferment your organs.
Yes, everything is balanced, right? We talk about, I mean, you and I have talked about this. Balance is everything. If you
fly.
even, fucker. If you,
Fucker is in the house. sorry.
the Buddhists say
Fermented
to
foods.
stay on the middle road. Because if you go too far into, over pushing it, it's intense. If you go into like under, it gets too intense. So they really do say like you should stay on the middle path. So it's not like we're saying every single meal you should eat beans because they're the best thing ever. Like obviously, it just means incorporate them into your diet. Fermented foods, it's a really great thing to, I love sauerkraut, kimchi, but it's so intense.
love kimchi.
Do you? You like kimchi more than sauerkraut?
Yes, spicy. Actually, I had to order. My husband ordered 3 different kimchis. One because I tried to make it myself, and I guess it wasn't good enough. Because then all of a sudden we got a delivery like a couple of weeks later. I was like,
Okay.
you like kimchi?
This just arrived at your door. He's like, honey, you don't have to make it anymore now.
Exactly. I love kimchi.
And you can ferment like carrots and stuff. Or is that pickling? That's different.
Pickling, but I mean, I kind of tried. I put like they get soggy and spicy.
No, but
it
is that the
depends.
same thing? Goodness for your belly?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think kimchi, fermented foods, they make probiotics. Pickling.
Oh, the probiotics. Yep. Okay, fair.
Yeah,
you can
but
still
I mean,
eat a pickle.
Pickles do. I mean, it is fermenting. Like a pickle is kind of fermented pickle, but I don't think it's as much. As like
we
kimchi.
love a probiotic. Yeah, so probiotic foods. Okay,
But correct
that's a really
me,
good
I don't
one.
really know.
No, someone out there, tell us.
Internet, be nice,
nicely.
but you can correct me.
I was like, nicely. I'm like hyper curious about what everyone's going to think about this because, yeah, I mean, these are just like opinions. I think these are like, anyway, we can get into that. But
Attainable though. Like these are like attainable things that people can do. You know?
Oh, this list is 100% attainable.
Right.
I'm just talking about the optimization culture.
Yeah, some of the biohackers, they have like their temperature regulated room for their sleep. They have like, the light comes up with the sunrise. Like their shower has red light therapy. Like that all sounds amazing. But it is also 100% like the privilege and the like financial ability that you have to like fully optimize. Like what's his name was spending like $2 million or I don't really know. I'm talking out of my ass. A lot of the Scott, Hank, Wallace. He's like just a very standard name. Kyle Smith.
No, Brian's. We love all Brian.
We do, but it's like very, I don't know, white name, Irish. But anyways, like they're able to, from their financial privilege, biohack. Whereas this list is like beans are one of the cheapest things you can get at the supermarket.
Literally. I feel like you're touching on a really good point that there is money to be made by telling us we need all of these things. And we're definitely going to get into that in the second episode of today. So I really want to stay tuned.
Yes.
Okay, let's keep going on this list because we've almost been talking for 50 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, unless you have something else to say.
No, I have something to say at the end to kind of wrap it up.
Okay.
So continue.
Okay, this one I really like, afternoon tea.
Ooh.
Afternoon tea. You should be coming in for afternoon tea from the house for a little bit of a rest. You have a little snack, a cute snack, something you enjoy, maybe a cup of tea. Maybe my parents love an afternoon tea and they always have like one cookie, like a biscuit and a tea, and then they take a nap.
That's so cute.
Take a nap. You deserve it. Naps are good. Naps just reset your body. How long do you think naps are supposed to be?
Ooh, it depends. I can't like really sleep more than like 20, 30 minutes because then I'll be like groggy. Yeah, cat nap.
20 to 40 minutes they say is perfect.
Siesta.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Or just like relax. Sometimes just like a lay down can be really, I'm not a napper. Napping just isn't part of like, I just feel kind of sick when I wake up from a nap. So laying down, same effect.
You just for sure. Like, just getting horizontal, like get your chakras flat with the earth for just even a second, and it's such a good reset.
Calming your nervous system a little bit. Yeah, a little mental hug, I think. The other thing is, so the Japanese call this ikiga, I believe is how it's pronounced, ikiga. And that means a purpose. Having a purpose, living for a purpose. You can ask the Japanese like their purpose and they'll be able to tell you. Like maybe they're the carpenter, maybe they're a grandmother, maybe they're like, your purpose doesn't have to be what you do, it doesn't have to be a job, but it's feeling like you are giving something to society and that is your place and that is your purpose. So I do like that. It gives them a reason to wake up. Yeah, your dharma. That's what they call it in India, right? Your dharma. So that's important. And that could just be like loving on people. I don't know. You know, your purpose can be very vast. Yeah. But that is you need a reason why you wake up. Because I think there is hopelessness. And if you're going to live a very long life to 110, you want a reason, right?
Right.
The other one is like seeing the same people every week. Having a community.
Well, even if it's virtual.
Yeah. Oh my God. In this day and age, like sometimes you might be sick, right? So calling, doing a FaceTime, whatever, like being able to be around people, but that's huge. Because I mean, even during the pandemic,
or COVID, people were going nuts.
Yeah, even during the pandemic.
Is that what you're talking about?
No, but I just like remember in the pandemic, people would always call it like the funny things. They'd be like, during the pastrami. And then they'd be like, oh yeah, on the parakeet. Like they just didn't call it pandemic.
Oh,
they called everything but. So silly. Anyway, I thought for some reason that was the funniest thing I've ever had. So I tried to do it, but I couldn't think of a word. During the pandemic, we all got so sad because we were just like away from people and it was really hard. Apparently, chronic isolation raises mortality by 50%.
Maybe they were doing it on purpose.
I'm nodding. Living in multi-generational homes. That's a really big one. Feeling really supported, having that community in your space, that someone's there to pick up the slack to help you out. I think that one's really huge.
Takes a village. That's so Italian. They actually have most of their houses are like they're multiple stories functioning, but it's like the multiple family units. So you have like the grandkids upstairs and then the next generation. They like literally build their homes to have like multiple generations in the home.
That's nice. So that you have your own space, but you still...
Yeah, but I think I would also hate that though.
You would what?
I think I might hate that though. But I think that's very American because you're like, oh my God, like I'll still live at home and you're 30, like you're failing life. And I'm like, okay, but also you can't afford anything.
That's interesting though, because like, can you imagine if you were working and you were like, had your purpose, but your rent wasn't thousands and thousands of dollars because you live in a family home and everybody's supported? Because now, I mean, the culture here
quality
is
of
like,
life.
We just ship people off when they're on this list. It's still be doing things when you're 90. Like now we have this culture where we're like, oh, you're so old, you just sit down, don't do anything. And like the grandmas are in the kitchen and they're showing people how to cook and they're having knitting circles and they're going for walks with their friends and they're like going down to the coffee shop just to have a coffee and walking back. They're creating purpose within their life.
I wish my nanny would like chill, you know, she won't.
She won't because she knows.
She won't. She knows. And she thinks she also is the beginning of the ADHD in this family. She will not. But I love her to death.
She's an angel.
I don't love her to death. I love her to life.
This plant is attacking me and it's giving me anxiety. It's like...
Okay, wait, is that the rest of the list? No, we got some fuckers in the house today.
Sleep, 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Go to bed when it's dark. So that's also a really huge one because it helps with your circadian rhythm. And there's less artificial light. Now we are surrounded by so much artificial light.
Yeah, no phone at night.
No, it's not like
that's a big role in this house.
Also, like lighting candles is a really nice one. So like instead of having all your lights on, if you're just like trying to relax, they say to light candles and like you kind of like like back in the fucking like early days, they would carry their like little candle from room to room to like whatever. And I've read that that's actually the best way to like wind down. So you just like turn off all your lights, you light a candle. Even when you're like brushing your teeth and stuff, you have the light of the candle, you know where your sink is. You've started to like calm your nervous system. So this is just a bunch of things on the list, but I do think that they are all highly, highly, highly important. I just want to...
Or take and leave what you want. Like,
totally.
We're also not telling you this is how you have to live. These are a lot more attainable things that make a big difference.
These are pretty much free things. There's nothing that you have to like really buy on this list, you know? It's just very like lifestyle oriented and remembering... We've just started to really disconnect with all of, like, that's the thing. We've just disconnected with electricity and with so much going on that we've just sort of lost the plot. And I've lost the plot. Like, you're not alone. I'm definitely not up here on a high horse. We've lost the plot. I will say though, my cousin, Penelope, she came to visit me and it was so nice because she had just flown from Australia. So her jet lag had set in and I was like waiting. I was like really wanting like a little cuddle. You know how like when people jump into your bed and you just have like a little cuddle and a nice little chat? That's what like was my dream. So I was like waiting for her to wake up. And usually I wake up and I get out of bed at like 6 o'clock. And I was like waiting and I sort of forced myself to slow down and I was like reading my book and I like put my face mask on and I was just chilling. And then finally she like woke up and she came into bed. It was so cute. We had like a little chat. And I just realized that we just put so much effort into our regimen. And sometimes it becomes this prison where we're like, I cannot relax. I cannot wait to cuddle you. I cannot have this like this meaningful conversation because I have to get up and I have to go to the gym at 5 a.m. because then after that I go to work and then I do this. And it's like, regimented is good. Like we want to have goals and we have these things that we want to accomplish. I get that.
Yeah.
But where is the balance between recognizing the things that you really enjoy and also health doesn't have to look militant. I think that's what we forget. So
the flow. Yeah, and I think the best way to know what you need, which so much kind of to wrap it up, this culture of kind of obsession is you are giving sort of your power to know what you need to these systems that are kind of one size fits all. This is what you have to do. This is what your watch says. Whereas connecting with your own body, like the actual answers are there because everybody has a different constitution and Ayurvedically speaking, and it matters more the individual's constitution, the life stage that they're in, the season of the year that they're in, the season of their life that they're in for the particular moment of the medicine that they need. So the biohack industry cannot possibly know what exactly you need. And like, yes, the people that are able to afford it can specifically see because they're running all these tests on them. But at what cost?
Yeah, what cost? Don't be obsessed to live longer that you forget to live at all.
To live, yeah, exactly. Like you're just thinking about the end and you're missing the journey. So
yeah,
that's the two Blond Yogis take.
It really like messes with me. It just like, it bums me out. It really does. Like if people
and
just,
how do we have a place of compassion about it? Like
totally. It's such a gray area. And what we're saying does not blanket. You know, we understand there are like differing situations all the time. We just want you to like live your best life and enjoy it. And I think that we're just wanting to like help you remember that. Because we get fed a lot of things that we should be doing, that we should be tracking, that we should be monitoring, that we should care about. Boom, 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 boom. And it turns into like, sometimes we get anxiety because we haven't reached our 5,000 steps. And it's like, you're good. What did you do today? Did you laugh a lot? Did you belly laugh today?
You're good.
Why didn't we monitor that? Like, how many times did you smile? So smile more.
We want to know. Please write in. What is our email? hello@thetwoblondyogis.com.
Yep.
Tell us, like, what is your experience with optimization? Like, are you obsessed? Like, please, like, fight us, you know? Tell us we're wrong. I don't care. But also, just nicely. I'm not a very good puncher. We learned in the last episode.
The dancing.
Yeah, and this, yeah. And also, like, let's hear a belly laugh report. Like, what is something you can infuse into this week that is like happy body medicine? Because I hope it is a random dance break in the middle of your work week. I hope you're in your cubicle and you think of us and you're like, I gotta bust a move.
Bust a move.
So that's it. Thank you.
That's what I want to hear.
Thank you for hanging out with us. Send this to your mom.
Send this to your mum, send this to your grandma, send this to your Gigi. We love them all and we love you. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for being open-minded and for traveling this learning journey with us, because we are on the same path as you.
Forever learning.
Bye.